Today my evaluation, I'll have 3 parts: your delivery, the content of what you spoke about, and then I have a suggestion for you. First, your delivery, you jumped right in, you got our attention. Thought that was, your delivery was very smooth, articulate, came through very nicely, and your energy was, as always, very, very up. In fact, as you were building your description in the very beginning, I don't know about anybody else, but I wanted to know what he had for breakfast that morning. It was obviously very engaging, because you lived the part, you were reacting that for us. I think it had some real big power to it. You had a very clean delivery, and it got complex, and I'll explain more about that when I mean it. Your pace is very fast, and again, I have a little more on that for you. You tended to favor this side of the room a little bit toward the back, but I kind of, maybe it was where I was sitting, but I just kind of felt this side of the room missed, so you just be aware of that for the future. And also, part of your delivery, you look the part. Well, you always look the part, because that's what you do every day, but that's super important. I want to bring that up as a technique to every one of us. So when you're giving a speech, try to look the part that you might be doing. Now, some of it might just be your regular, everyday self, but it really adds credibility to when you're giving your speech. I want to point that out for everyone. Now, your content, how we lose focus. And you didn't just tell us we lose focus, you illustrated it. And you illustrated it with great, expounding. You went from, I was there to give a speech. Oh yeah, I got to do that. I had a messy desk. I went to the storage room. I think I'm going to paint. I'm going to put some shelves up. I mean, you just obviously led us all through it, got lots of laughter, lots of engagement with it. So a very powerful technique. All the while building up to the whole point of what it is that you're trying to bring to us. Your speech title was In on Empty. You used that at the very end. And then also you worked on the what if possibility. So again, I thought you laid the case out. You had your speech out in the beginning. You laid your whole case out through the body of the speech, and then as you brought it to conclusion, you brought us back to your title. And again, a very good technique for that. A suggestion. At the end of your, you speak fast. Everyone has, I think, given that feedback to you before in prior evaluations. You started off at your regular pace, and as you built the case for all of the different details, you got faster and faster, which kind of heightened our own sense of being distracted and pulled off of task. But at the end, it would have had so much more power if you slowed it down and brought home those delivery points. We're all digesting what it is that you're saying, and by slowing down, and a technique again we can all use, to slow it down when you want to make some real solid emphasis. Anita said the same thing about slow it down, because it really can make some really, really big differences. Your speech is really a persuasive speech. And so, again, allow time for us to digest and get to the point on that. Call to action. Thank you very much.